Hey you guys, happy Monday. I figured today was a good day to go ahead and sit down and play with some makeup. As you can see, I changed up my background a bit. I removed the little confetti thingies and I moved my whole setup against the wall. So I'm a little farther back away from my background and I just have more room in this area in general. If you would like, please let me know and I will go ahead and do an office tour because I've pretty much got it set up about as happy as it can make me right now. Sometime in the next few months, I do want to upgrade and get some new furniture for in here. I'm kind of sick of like the whole square bookshelf thing, but that's a while down the road. But my office is much more functional now, which is great. But I just want to play with some makeup today. Let me scoot in a bit. I know this is kind of weird that you can see my mirror, but I really can't have it close enough to me with that I can actually see what I'm doing without it being in the frame. So hopefully it doesn't bother you too much. And today I am going to be playing with the Anastasia Riviera palette because it has been my favorite. I think it's an absolutely amazing palette for spring and it is just beautiful. But first I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. I'm using my Urban Decay Brow Blade in the shade Brown Sugar. And I've actually been using just the pencil side of this a lot because this pencil is really, really good when you just want super soft, natural brows. And that's what I've been doing for about the past week lately, just because I've noticed that a super strong brow can kind of take away from a bright eyeshadow look a good bit, or it can make your face look a little too heavy. So I've been going for some lighter brows lately. I'm really liking it, especially with the pastel hair. I figured we'd just talk a little bit while I do this makeup because of course, it's a tutorial, but you know me, I love talking. So I'm going to grab my Anastasia Clear Brow Gel just to fluff these brows up a bit. And right now, we actually have two baby kittens outside of our house. They are actually living in our front bushes. The mommy and daddy cat, who are both strays, and they had kittens this spring using the 24-hour Faux Finish Primer by Smashbox. But anyway, their two kittens have started pretty much living right in front of our house. They're adorable. There is a super fluffy gray one, and then there is one that's more of a shorter haired one, and he is black with little peachy orange spots on his face and head, and I have named them. The fluffy gray one is Yumi, and the black and peach one is Jimin. Yes, I named them after BTS. My husband made fun of me, of course, but he eventually gave in. We have been feeding them over the past couple days. We went and got some kitten food. Now, we're not feeding them a lot. We're just feeding them here and there to kind of supplement their diet. I'm going in with Estate from the Riviera palette just to lay down a blending shade. But anyway, mama cat's pretty skinny, and since baby cats aren't nursing anymore, they're pretty skinny, so we're just kind of supplementing their diet. We have been debating on trying to catch them and taking them to a rescue or an adoption shelter, or potentially bringing them home. I'm not sure on that though, because baby kittens are a ton of work, and the cat we currently have, Emma, she is an older cat and she's very set in her ways and she's the queen of the house and she likes it that way. So there's a lot to consider whether we're going to do that or not. But in the meantime, we've been kind of taking care of them and making sure they're doing okay. All right, today I'm kind of blending some pink and purple and blue. So I'm going in with Monte Carlo next. I'm obsessed with this color. I want this in a single shadow so bad. This is just the most beautiful color. By the way, I'm using a Morphe M330. This has been like my go-to blending brush. And I'm taking this color and winging it out a good bit. Alright, next I'm grabbing a smaller blending brush. This is the Morphe M506. And I'm going in with Con, or Cans, or however you pronounce it. We're just working that onto the outer corner and blending so it just kind of fades gently into Monte Carlo. And we're leaving just that space in the middle and front blank for now. So other than the Kitten Saga, there isn't a whole lot going on right now. We're getting to the time of the year where things are kind of in a holding pattern at the beginning of summer, when you're kind of making plans, figuring out what you're doing for the rest of the year, etc. Right now, we are hoping that we can go on a trip to Chicago this summer. We're not sure yet, just because we would be going with the whole family this time, and we're kind of debating how that would work around other schedules, because it's my husband's busy time of the year, and because I am doing some coaching this year as well, it's also going to be a busy time of the year for me. So we're kind of just feeling things out and seeing how things are going to go this year. So right now I'm just kind of going through the house like I redid my office. Right now I'm working on redoing my bedroom, and by redoing, I'm not buying anything. I'm just kind of cleaning, minimizing, digging stuff out of closets, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to take a tiny brush and go into Sales, which is a pure white, and just pop that underneath my brow bone. And I'm going to take that and also go into that little front space that we left blank, the front and middle space, and just fill that in with the white as well. It will blend into the purple and it will look like a lilac, just like a really soft lilac. If you're having trouble getting it to blend, you can just grab your small brush again, go into that purple, and just work that color in a bit. You can use the shade Sales on top of pretty much any shade to pastelize it, which is absolutely fantastic. Like, I love, love, love white shadows so much because there's just so many things you can do with them. Now I'm grabbing a little tiny angled brush and my MAC Fix Plus. You can use water, you can use any kind of setting spray really. And we're going in with this shade, Seychelles. This one, the blue one. And we're going to wet our brush and basically do a winged liner with this. Do not be afraid to use eyeshadow as winged liner because it is so, so pretty. You just want to get it really, really wet, especially if you're doing a nice bold or super thin line. That way you don't have any issues with it kind of falling all over the place. And that's what our line looks like. We did have some fallout. We'll clean that up though. That's why we're doing our eyes first. Isn't that pretty? I swear this is just the most fun color combination. That looks pretty good. So we're going to let that dry down. I'm now going to use something I haven't used before. This is a new product to me. This is the NYX White Liquid Eyeliner. I've heard good things about this and bad things about this. A lot of people say that it cracks, which is a concern to me, but I was having difficulty finding another white liquid eyeliner. If you know of a white liquid liner that you really like that doesn't crack, please let me know. So right now I'm going to wipe a good bit of the liner off of this brush, and then I'm going to very carefully go ahead and draw a line. Trying to talk while doing this is very scary. Right between the blue and the purple. I'm trying to get this very thin, but this is not easy. Don't worry if you get too much on the blue. We can fix that pretty easily. Just try and keep it as clean along the purple as you can. Let that dry, and we're going to do the other eye. Okay, that is like a big hot mess, but don't worry, we can fix it. Let that white eyeliner dry completely. I will say that that eyeliner is really difficult to work with. So this is kind of reminding me of the 80s, and at the same time, it's also reminding me of toothpaste. And as you guys remember, I did a toothpaste type look a couple weeks ago. I don't know why, it's just I love purple and blue and pink. And I'm re-wetting my brush and going back in with Seychelles, that teal. Oh God, ew, look. You guys, that white's already cracking. Are you kidding me? Oh, no. I felt like it would crack after a few hours, not immediately. NYX, no, that is not okay. Well, I like the look, so we're gonna leave it for now, but I will probably not be using this again. Oh, that's disappointing. Okay, I'm just going back in with Seychelles, sorry, and just brightening up that blue, making sure that it's still visible. There we go. And at the same time, just slightly thinning out that line. I often find that when you're working with layers of eyeshadow around eyeliner, especially pale eyeliners, it's easier to kind of go in and do the cleanup with the eyeshadow rather than trying to get the eyeliner spotless. There we go. That looks better. Oh my gosh, I am so disappointed in that white liner. All right, we're going to move on to the rest of the face, and then I will come back and do the rest of the eyes. So I'm going in with my NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation in the shade Natural. And I'm just grabbing my little Misha puff, dabbing into that. So my question is, do you guys have any fun plans for this summer? Like, we're still trying to figure out what all we want to do. It's such a busy time of year though, that it's like we can usually do one or two things and that's it, tops. But there's usually a couple little local community things we try and do too. Oh my gosh, I need to self-tan again. Like, this is normally the color I am with self-tan, and this is without. So my foundation is looking just a little too dark right now. All right, let's move on to concealer. I am using the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Peach. I haven't used this one in a while. I've been mostly using the ColourPop one, but I figured we'd play with this one today. I want to give equal love to all my products as much as possible. So I don't know if I've just like had my head under a rock or what, but I've noticed there haven't been a lot of product releases lately. Like, the massive flood of product releases that we've had over like the past year seems to have finally slowed down a bit, which is kind of nice because it feels like it's giving everyone a bit of a chance to breathe, which is so amazing. Okay, that looks so good. Since it's June, I haven't bought any new products this month at all. And I'm kind of debating on doing like a no-buy month on like makeup and skincare and just using up what I have as much as possible. If you guys would be interested in videos about like the process of doing that and kind of how I make things work, let me know. It's just because I have so many products. Even though I went through and I cleaned out a ton of stuff off camera, I'm using MAC Mineralize Skinfinish Medium Plus. I cleared out so much off camera, which was really, really good because now I can see the products that aren't like expired and dead and I actually want to use. Oh, I have an acne scar that is still not going away. That is the most stubborn spot I've ever had. And I got 2 new ones. So I'm not even going to try and cover them up because I do not care that much. So they are just going to live their happy little lives. And we are going to use the Tarte blush in Party. I've been playing around with blush placements and either doing bronzer, not doing bronzer, etc. lately. And for the past few days, I've really liked putting blush like right on the front of my cheeks and like not putting anything back here at all. Just because my face is very, very thin naturally. And the more weight I lose getting closer to summer, the thinner my face gets, of course. So this kind of just helps round out my face a bit and make it look less gaunt, just because my face is like the first place I lose weight out of anywhere. Let's use the Becca Champagne Pop Highlighter. I'm still working through all these highlighter samples. I swear the Sephora Playbox is so good for stuff like this, because once you find a sample that you'll use, even if you use it like every single day practically, it will last you forever. And we all know I go heavy on highlight. All right, now that our face is done, let's go ahead and finish up our eyes. I'm going to go back into the Riviera palette, and I am grabbing the little brush that we used for the white earlier, and I'm actually going to grab the purple out of this palette. I'm going to smudge that on about the outer half of the bottom lash line, and just blending it up into the blue. It looks so pretty. And then I'm going to take Monte Carlo and blend that into the purple. And then for our inner corner highlight, I'm actually grabbing my NYX Prismatic Shadow in the shade Girl Talk and a tiny detailer brush. And popping that right there, because it's a nice pinky toned highlight. It can go pinky, it can go champagne. It kind of plays off the colors of whatever else you're working with. Oh my gosh, that white eyeliner is so cracked. Okay, I really, really need recommendations, you guys. White liquid eyeliners. Please, please, please. What do you use? What do you like? Let me know. I'm going to curl my lashes. Now, I know that's typically trendy to do a heavier lash with a heavier eye look, but I've actually been really liking doing a lighter lash with a heavier eye look lately. So today I'm using the Revlon Volumazing mascara. I got a sample of this from a friend who works at Target a while ago, and I actually really like it. It has a nice, thick, wide, traditional bristle brush, but this is a very, very natural looking mascara. It separates my lashes really nice. Would I say it adds a ton of volume? No. But the formula goes on really nice, really smooth. It's not too wet or dry. It doesn't tend to smudge or smear at all. And you just get really nice, well separated lashes, so you can see your liner through your lashes. And when you're doing a more complex liner look, heavy lashes tend to block that off quite a bit. So I like wispier lashes that you can see through. And to finish up this look, I just want a nice nude lip, nothing too strong. So I'm going in with the Urban Decay lipstick in Naked, which is one of my favorite nudes, especially for paler girls, because it has a pinky undertone and doesn't give you like that concealer mouth look. There we go, you guys, and here is the final look. Okay, so it didn't end up exactly as planned because of the white eyeliner issues. The eyeliner is a little wavy because this brush is really hard to work with, and it cracked almost instantaneously, which I did not expect. I knew it cracked, but I didn't know it cracked immediately. I thought it was going to be an after a couple of hours of wear kind of thing. So I definitely cannot recommend the NYX White Liquid Liner, which is a shame because I do like a lot of their products. But I would definitely say this liner is a major no-go for me. Hopefully they can reformulate it, or I can find something from another company that works better. But anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this little tutorial, just something a little bit fun, a little bit different. And if you did, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, a mix of mostly beauty, but some lifestyle stuff. And we're kind of playing around with the content on this channel and adding in some fun new stuff over the summer and just kind of seeing what you guys like. So make sure to subscribe, and you can also keep up with me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I am pretty much everywhere, and all the links for those are down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye.